You are an adventurer for hire. You take a variety of jobs and contracts to earn a living, usually involving hunting monsters or criminals, escorting merchants and royalty, etc. It's the peak of one of the worst winters in years, and a warm fire quickly became a necessity to survive. Not too long ago, you purchased your own home on the outskirts of town. It's a nice change of pace from moving in between inns all the time, but after so many days off returning to an empty, bare home, you feel slightly bored of the routine. Nevertheless, you keep on working. How's it going, guys? Welcome to home. This is a funky looking game that I found on GameJolt, and I will definitely include the link down in the description below if you want to play it yourself. I don't know anything about the game, saw a couple screenshots, heard it was friggin' awesome, decided I want to play it for myself. So hopefully it turns out to be pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Okay. Oh, yeah, right, I suppose. Oh, okay, I'm moving like this. What am I? E. The fire crackles warmly. Okay. Oh, okay. Sure. Go to work for the day? Yeah. You spend the day tracking a beast that has been eating the local farm's cows. ... You eventually track it back to its lair and defeat it, receiving several cuts and bruises in the process. You claim your well-earned reward and then return home. Okay. Fire crackles warmly. Settled. No, maybe not. Well, I suppose, yeah, if we just worked for the day. You make a simple meal and sit next to the fire eating it. There's not much else to do, and the day has worn you out. You go to bed early. Okay. Fire crackles warmly. Word. Yes, it does. Go to work. You escort a merchant carriage between two towns, facing numerous packs of bandits along the way. The long travel in the cold and frequent fighting is draining you, but you are given a good sum of gold and some food as payment. You return home exhausted. Looks like we're going to bed again. Settle down. Once again, you make a basic meal and fall into the chair next to the fire. You throw some more wood on the fire and go to bed. Okay. Fire crackles warmly. Let's go to work again. You work as the bodyguard and a guide of a lord visiting a nearby town. Although he's accompanied by 4 of his own guards, he hired you for your knowledge of the area. The lord is an unpleasant man, but the work is better than destroying the monster nests in swamps. While walking through the markets, a clearly inexperienced pickpocket barges into the lord and dashes off with a pouch of coins. Don't just stand there, fools. Catch that scum and bring him back here. You pursue the thief through a few streets, but quickly catch up to him in a side alley and tackle him to the ground. The thief is a very young man, maybe still a teenager. Please, sir, don't kill me. I can't leave my brothers alone to fend for themselves. Please, just let me have this coin in my life, and I swear I'll never cross you again. Ooh, oh, we get to choose. He could be lying. But then again, he could also be telling the truth. Let's go with Robin Hood theory on this. Let him keep the coin. You know this man needs the coin more than the lord. You glance around you. The other guards are nowhere nearby. You tell him to keep the purse and run as fast as he can. Thank you, sir. Thank you. He sprints away, wiping tears from... Aww. You tell the lord that the thief couldn't be found. He's visibly furious. You can forget about your payment. Get out of my sight and be thankful I don't have you punished where you stand. That's alright. I'm fine with it. You return home, your coin purse is lighter than usual, but your conscience is too, and for that, you're thankful. Well, we may not have been able to please the Lord, but I'd rather have done something awesome like that than please somebody else like that. Like that. You practice some swordplay before once again going to sleep early. Okay. The fire crackles warmly. Go to work. You spot an unusual request on the notice board in town. A traveling alchemist is looking for a place to stay until the winter ends. They're often a hefty payment for this. Blah, blah, blah. I need to speak better. I need to do the speaks. You decide to take the quest and go off to meet them. You enter the local tavern and, as stated on the notice, the alchemist is sitting in the back corner by herself. You show her the notice and she beams with joy. You're a lifesaver. Thank you. There's no hope of me getting my stock back home with the winter being as bad as it is, and none of the inns would let an alchemist stay, stay, blah. Because apparently I'm a hazard to the other guests. Don't worry. I won't set your home on fire or blow it up or whatever, although I may need to bring a few of my own things so I can continue working while the weather is cooping me up around here. As she says this, she drops a sack of coins on the table. You're surprised the table can take that much weight. You return home with the alchemist. Aww. Aww. Aw, no way. Talk to her. Thanks for letting me dump my stuff in here. Besides, this place seems like it needs more life in anyway. You really don't spend a lot of time here, huh? I don't. Well, let's go to bed. With the alchemist's help, you make some dinner and the two of you sit next to the fire and eat it. You both talk about work and the weird people and places you've encountered as a result of it. Yeah. For the first night in a long time, you spend much of it laughing and talking cheerfully. You're surprised when you realize how late it is. You help the alchemist unpack the rest of her belongings and, after showing her to her room, you head to bed. Oh, is this gonna turn into a love story? Morning, heading out this early? Here, take some stuff with you. They're much better than those mass-produced potions you've been using before now. She hands you several vials of healing potions and medicinal bandages. Cool beans. Alright, let's go to work. You take a job as courier for the nearby town Smith, delivering weapons and armor to the city. It is long work, and tracking through mounds of snow to get from the town to the city just makes it worse. After returning from the deliveries, you go to claim your payment from the smith. As you enter the shop, you see the smith talking to his daughter, a somber look on his face. When he sees you in the doorway, he urges his daughter to go upstairs. You can tell from here that she's unwell. Her skin is snow white and she seems to be breathing slightly heavily. She rushes upstairs at her father's urging. Welcome back, friend, the smith says, smiling warmly. You're here for the payment, I assume. Just give me a second while I find the pouch. While he searches for the coin pouch, you think about the daughter, feeling worried. I'm gonna ask about the daughter. You mention how his daughter seemed unwell and asks if there's any way you can help. His expression darkens for a second before turning with his usual jolly smile. No, there's no problem. She's caught the flu, it seems. Nothing serious. He hands you your payment and bids you farewell. You return home, worried about the smith and his daughter. Something's going on here. I don't know if I like that much. Welcome back. I hate to ask this, but do you think you could help me make some potions later tonight? I have a pretty big batch order I need to fill tomorrow. Don't worry, they're only basic ones. I'll show you how to make them. Yeah, of course. How do I make them? You spend the night helping the alchemist make batches of potions of various kinds. You learn a lot about alchemy in the process, and you place the boxes of new potions on the alchemist's carriage outside. You remember the smith's child and ask her if she is able to cure illnesses. According to her, if the sickness hasn't advanced too far, then it's usually possible. You clean up the leftover ingredients in the apparatus while you were talking about today's work and then go to bed. Alright, chick, what do you got for me? You're heading out now? I'm going in a few minutes too. Thanks again for your help yesterday. Without you, I wouldn't have even had time to eat or sleep last night. Turns out we even made a slightly too many potions, so here, takes the extras. You take the extra potions and bring them with you. Oh. Do you have to leave? You were a cool chick. You end up passing through the same town as yesterday on the way home from Monster Hunt. You hear crowds of people shouting and cursing a few buildings over. You think it might be coming. Oh no, you run there instantly. There's a mob of townspeople outside the shop trying to break the door down. Among the shouts and roars, you hear what some of them are saying. She'll turn soon. The longer she lives, the more... Oh no. You must kill her. There's no chance for her. The majority of the mob seem blinded by rage, shouting much worse things. Kill the demon. The child must die or we all die. You thought you can hide her infection from us? Do you want to kill us all? He approached the mob and a few of them turned to you. Adventurer, the smith's daughter has been infected by the demon. It's only a matter of time before she becomes an abomination of herself and kills us all. You can help us, yes. Please kill the child and the smith if you have to. And you can keep everything in that shop and we'll even pay you for the work. Should I force them to leave or should I say that I feel like if I say that I have a way to cure her, they're just gonna end up storming it themselves and then it'll be... We explain that there's a way to cure the child. Some of the townspeople realize how hastily they acted on fear. Small few keep trying to break into the shop. The calm's townspeople restrain their enraged friends, probably their attempt to make up for their mistake, and you rush into the shop. You tell the smith you're here to help, and you know of a way to cure the daughter. My apologies, friend, but I don't think I can trust anyone right now. My own neighbors just tried to murder us. Some of them using weapons I made for them personally. As he says this, he looks at his daughter, who is hiding behind the counter. She seems barely conscious. The smith sighs and picks her up in his arms. I have no choice but to trust this isn't some trap. Lead the way. You and the smith bolt out of the house and don't stop running until you get home. You're gonna hear the townspeople fighting amongst themselves in the distance. Eventually, you reach home. You tell the alchemist what happened. She gathers all the necessary supplies and asks you and the smith to help her. For what feels like hours, the three of you work to make potions, antidotes, and medicines. As you near the end of your stock supplies, the child's breathing calms, her skin regains its color, and she falls unconscious. Can't speak tonight. The alchemist wipes her brow and takes a deep breath. That should do it. She'll be as healthy as ever by tomorrow. All she needs now is rest. The smith falls into a chair, sobbing with joy. Thank you, friends. I have no words to express my gratitude. Whatever you may need, I'm forever in your debt. We don't even have a home to return to now. I couldn't stand to look my neighbors in the eye again. At least some of them realize the errors in their way thanks to you. You tell the smith that they can stay here for a while, as long as they need. Does your kindness have no limit? That's twice now you've saved us. We'll find a way to pay you back, I swear. The three of you clean away the supplies and equipment and put the home back the way it was. Oh, now I have people. She's sleeping soundly. I'm glad you could help her. I imagine she'll be perfectly fine by the time you arrive home tomorrow. Ah, little girl. Oh, that's amazing. You stay up talking to the smith and about how his daughter became infected. Apparently, the two came across the lesser demon while out in the woods and managed to cut the child before the smith cut it down. He tried for days to find a cure himself, fearing what would happen if the people knew of his daughter's illness. His fears were eventually realized, and that's when you came along. You talked for a bit longer, but eventually going to sleep, exhausted. The smith stayed up all night watching over his daughter. That's so cool. Good morning. You're leaving for work, I assume? Good luck out there. Once my daughter wakes up, I'll find a way to continue working on my craft. I have no intentions of being a freeloader here. Dude, I'm just glad I got to save you. Hey, it looks like he stayed up all night last night. I even told him countless times that she'll be fine, but he refused to sleep. Anyway, good luck in work today. Here, the usual. You take the potions and the bandages. Oh, this is a really, like, I mean, it's mostly dialogue, but it's so cool, like, just how this game is laid out. I'm loving it. You take a job defending the miners from the monsters lurking in the dark, winding tunnels. At the end of the day, you use some of the alchemist's medicinal bandages. You can practically feel your wounds vanishing. You collect your reward and return home, curious as to how the smith's daughter is doing. She's up! She's woken up, as you can see. She seemed to be full of energy too, if only she wasn't so shy to keep it all bottled up. It's a relief to see the two of them safe though, considering what they went through and things could have been a lot worse. True. Aww. Dad says you saved our lives. I don't know how to thank you for something like that, but, thank you, friend. We are in your debt. That's what Dad would say, right? Did that sound okay, Dad? I think they understand, sweetie. Even a grown man like myself can't find the words to thank them for what they did. You don't need to worry about something like that. She woke up a few hours ago, more full of energy than ever. And I also picked up some things in town so I can get into smithing to some extent here. Only some of the basics. I'll need to use a nearest town smithy from time to time. The alchemist said she could look after her while I'm out. My daughter is a bit shy around new people, but in time she'll certainly warm up to you both. Oh, the four of you talk about various things for the night. The smith's daughter remains mostly quiet by her father's side. Occasionally he throws a questioning look her way in an attempt to get her to open up some more. She still seems awkward in the new environment. It seems she'll need some more time to settle in before she can feel completely comfortable around you and the alchemist. The smith's daughter goes to sleep early, and you and the others follow suit a few hours later. This is cool. I'm liking this. It's almost like a visual novel. I mean, actually, it is a visual novel. I mean, there's really no like huge animation to it, but that's the cool part about it. Good morning. I've just finished a gift for you. It should help keep you safe if your back is to the wall. It gives you a masterfully crafted dagger, complete with ornate carvings and indentations. I'll have more where that came from. Look at it as my way of saying thanks for everything you've done for us. Good morning. Please stay safe. Oh. Hey there. Here. You know the drill. She hands you some potions and medicinal bandages. Come home safe. Try not to get too cut up out there. You don't want to terrify the poor child. I can't stop smiling. It's so good. You take a job gathering boar pelts in the woods. You don't know why exactly anyone needs boar pelts, but you don't really care as long as you get a reward. Although the wind and snow makes the work uncomfortable, it's an easy day, and you turn into pelts and collect your payment. You arrive home earlier than next... Oh, where's the dad? Welcome back. Dad's out at the smithy in town, but he'll be back later on. The alchemist has been looking after me all day. I don't mind, though. She's funny and really friendly. I've been learning a lot of things about potions as well. Oh, hey, you're back way earlier than usual. The smith isn't even home yet. I've been looking after the little one since he left. I feel like she's opened up a lot as well. She's been taking an interest in alchemy. I taught her to make some basic stuff, and she's taking it pretty well. She has talent. She's also been asking about your work. I think she would like it if you talked to her about it later on. Yeah, why not? Alright, settlement. The three of you talk by the fire. The smith's daughter is clearly more comfortable here after spending time with the alchemist. She asks you about you and your adventures. You tell her about some of your more interesting jobs. Her eyes are wide with wonder while you talk about the monsters you've hunted, the people you've met, and everything else that comes to mind. The smith arrives home. His face lightens when he sees all of you. The four of you stay up talking cheerfully through the night. Eventually, you force yourself to go to bed. He was so alone at first, and he's got all these amazing people here now. Good morning, friend. I trust you slept well. It's amazing how quickly she's opened up to both of you. Guess it's all thanks to the alchemist. I wouldn't have thought she'd be so good with children. Anyway, good luck out there. Good morning. Come home safe, okay? And also, when you get home, do you think you could show me how to be an adventurer? Oh, that's so cute. I know it's dangerous for my age, but I at least want to know how to use a sword and keep people safe. You tell her you'll teach her if it's okay with her father. Really? Thank you. I'll ask him as soon as I'm finished helping with the alchemist. Hey, good luck today. It looks like she wants to help me out with my work from time to time. She really has taken a shine to the whole thing. While talking, she hands you the usual potions and bandages. Alright, go to work for the day. The day is once again unremarkable. You hunt some animals and gather some meat for our village while the local hunter is unwell. You take your payment and return home. Oh man, this is just amazing. It's so lighthearted and so just beautiful. Hey, welcome home. Thanks to the little one, I managed to make enough stock for the day that I can actually relax for once. Yeah, relax. You're asking why I'm still holding this potion? Honestly, I don't really know. Habit, maybe? I didn't even notice that. Welcome back. My daughter's been telling me how she wants to learn how to fight. This might surprise you, but I have no problem with it. She can know how to defend herself someday, so why not start young? My only request is that you use these instead of steel weapons. Oh, I got a wooden sword. Oh, that's so cool. I made them earlier after she first asked me about learning. You should make things a bit safer than swinging around those 3-foot razor blades around. Very, very true. Alright, welcome back. Dad said he'll let me learn with a sword. When can we start? Like, now. Let's go. My freaking eyes killing me. You teach the smith's daughter some fundamentals of defense and swordplay, evasion, distance, angles, and striking. The concepts don't come naturally to her. Unlike alchemy, she's clumsy on her feet and is easily flustered, but she refuses to stop until she makes some progress. After a few hours, she is already better than when she started. She's better at staying at a safe distance and is slightly more confident with her footwork. You call it that for tonight. She's had much to learn, but she clearly has to dive deep into improving. I said that weird. The smith and the alchemist sat nearby and chatted the whole time. After you finish training, the four of you eat dinner and talk amongst yourselves. You go to bed afterwards, promising the smith's daughter that you'll train with her every day you're able. Wow. Good morning. I don't think I've ever seen my daughter enjoy herself as much as when you were sparring last night. In fact, since we've been staying here, she's been happier and more energetic than usual. All the more reason for me to be thankful for the two of you. Ah, can't handle this. It's like making my heart burst with joy. She seems like she's about to start practicing again already. She only woke up. How much energy does that child have? As per usual, take these. Potions and bandages, stay safe out there. Quit moving the camera. Morning. I'll be practicing some more while you're out, so I'll be even better by the time you get home. Come home safe. I hope something bad doesn't happen. You spend the day hunting a monster that has been eating the village crops. You track it down and defeat it. Any injuries you take are quickly remedied with the alchemist's supplies. You take your payment and set off home. As you trudge through the wind and snow, you realize you've been looking forward to returning home each day, something you haven't felt in far too long. You don't know how much longer this winter will last, or if the others will choose to live somewhere else when it ends. You would gladly let them stay if they wanted to. Something tells you they might end up just doing that. That will be a choice to be made much later on, though. You approach the front door and realize that right now, the only thing you really care about is that you're home. The end. Oh. That. I love little games like this. I can't, like, it's so great. Like, it really doesn't even have to have, like, anything bad happen in it, or, I mean, yeah, earlier on, we had the smith's daughter ill, but we cured it, and we were able to help. We were able to do so much stuff, and it's just, it's so cool that, you know, concepts can be made like this. And it's just like, I don't know. I love this game. I love it. It's a short game, but just the story behind it. That's like the main point is the story behind it, and it's so good. It is so amazing. And God, I wish there were more games like this. I wish I knew more games like this. If you guys know any more games like this, let me know. I definitely want to play them. So, thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, because I certainly did. It was very sweet. It was a very fun, short, sweet game. And if you want to play it for yourself, the link is down in the description. Maybe you can choose a different option than I did. Something like that. Either way, it's been great, guys. So, like and subscribe if you want to see more content. And, you know, leave a comment down below on what you think about the game. You know, whatever you want to say. Oh god, everything is so awesome right now with this game. So, see you guys in the next video. Peace out, peeps. Peace out.